Hi there. This is just going to be a quick little video of more showcasing a few more of the VHS tapes that are still in my collection. I do have more, but some of the ones that I have that are sealed are actually movies I haven't actually watched yet. So I didn't feel it was really appropriate to put them with these, which are still some of my favorite movies from back in the day, I guess you can say, because it's on VHS. It's from a while ago. So, um, all of these have sort of let's just say they're all fantasy sci-fi sort of movies. Now, I'm going to start with this first one here. It says, and I'm was a I've been always been a big fan of Christopher Reeve, mostly because of Superman, but this is I think is one of his best movies as well. It says, beyond fantasy, beyond obsession, beyond time itself, he will find her. It's called Somewhere in Time. And yes, it's a time travel movie, but not. It's a very different sort of time travel movie, and it is, I believe, an excellent movie. And I can't really say anything about it without giving it away. But it, it's time travel, it's romance, it's yeah. That's about, I can't say anymore without giving it away. But it's it's emotional. Let's just say that. Um, Now I only have six more tapes here, and three of them are basically a set together. But first, we're going to start off with Dustin Hoffman, Robin Williams, Julia Roberts, and Bob Hoskins in Hook. And I would say this is one of my favorite Robin Williams movies of all time. Um, of course, it's not his greatest movie, of course, of all time, but it's it's a it's a fun romp. And here, let's show the back. It's a fun romp. Um, I would say, I mean, I know that it has specific movies that he did during his life that are considered like this is like his best work ever, and but that I think that's probably my favorite movie. I don't know, was it my favorite movie or it's hard to judge just talking off the cuff about movies and saying, well, I can't remember off the top of my head what else there is. I know he's a lot of his dramatic or comedic dramedy sort of things. People love that. I mean, what is it? The war movie he was in. I cannot remember. You let me know in the comments. If I don't think of it before the end of the video, you can let me know. That might be probably one of the first movies I ever saw him in, and it was a very good movie, but I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. So in the comments, let me know what it is if I don't get to it before the end of this video. Now here we go. This is like a 20th anniversary collector's edition, which means it's not valuable. And well, it might, it still might be valuable because, VHS tapes are slightly more valuable than they have ever been right now. Well, usually if they're sealed, but this is Disney's Tron. So if you don't know this movie, I don't know where you've been. But that is a great, great movie. I mean, I don't need to go into all the reasons of why that's a great movie. It just is. I mean, is it the best movie that was ever made? No, but for the time and the computer graphics that were done at the time, it is spectacular. And the follow up movies or movies, I can't remember if there's one or two. I think there was the one that came out was a Tron Legacy. I didn't hate it. Yeah, I could see why some people didn't like it, but I didn't hate it. And but it is what it is. So now, next up we have all the comic book guys that follow me. I've watched one of their videos where they rated the best and worst, from best to worst Marvel movies of all time. And I figured this one was going to be right at the top of the best ones. It wasn't for a lot of them, but it is one of the few older um, Marvel movies that I own still. And of course, this was done by Fox. We have the original X-Men. So I think it's a great movie. I haven't watched it in a while, and I have it on DVD somewhere. I need to give it a watch. You need to see whether it holds up over time. Um, it might not. I don't know. At the time, I have to admit, a lot of my knowledge about the X-Men come from the X-Men movie. I had X-Men comics back in the day, but it wasn't I was more of a Spider-Man person when it came to Marvel. Spider-Man and Thor. Um, so when the Thor movie came out, I loved that. I know the guys that did that list, they don't necessarily love the Thor movies either. Except it was like, I think it was Ragnarok. Like Thor Ragnarok was considered, some of them put it as like the best Thor movie. I don't know. But anyways, before I ramble on too long, you can let me know what you think of the X-Men movies. Do you think the first one was the best one, or I'm sure I'll get lots of. If people watch this all the way to the end, I'm sure I'll get some comments. It's like, now, like I said, this last one is a set of VHS tapes. Now, I showed in my first video I had the full set of the original Star Wars. Well, don't worry, this is not the prequels. This is a different one. A classic science fiction time travel trilogy. And you think, oh, I know what it is. So we have Steven Spielberg presents Robert Zemeckis' films. We got Back to the Future, got Back to the Future 2. Getting Back was only the beginning. This one's probably my least favorite of the three. Also because the future stuff is kind of weird. And then Back to the Future 3. They saved the best trip for last, but this time they may have gone too far. Yeah, so I would say 3 is better than 2. But the first one's the best one. There you go. And that's that. That is all of them. So you can let me know what you think. What of those that I've showed were your favorites? Have you ever watched that Somewhere in Time movie? If you have, let me know what you think of it. What do you think is Robin Williams' best movie he ever made? Did you like the sequel to Tron? Did you like any of the X-Men movies? Do you consider yourself a fan of Back to the Future? Let me know in the comments. Or just click off and go to the next video. It's up to you. I thank you for watching. I hope you're having a great day.